Hello everyone, this is Yoruba Autonomy Mobile Radio and Television, broadcasting and reaching you from the one and only place that you know that I have been broadcasting from. That is my home state of Florida in the United States. I am about to talk about what Yoruba people, us, what we need to do, what we need to have from this point on to be sure that we are ahead of the game that the government of Nigeria are playing. First, we must first agree that there is no government in Nigeria, that we do not recognize the government of Buhari in the Nigeria Southwest, in the Yoruba homeland, because their government has expired in 2014. So this means that we need a roof over our heads, something that will provide us with a house over our heads, a structure for Yoruba people from this point on to build on, and for us to have a rest of mind, something from where to be working from, a secretariat for the Yoruba nation. We need a secretariat for the Yoruba, a pronounced secretariat, no fear. A pronounced secretariat. If one is not done by the majority of us, I will call for one and I will make a place for one. It doesn't have to be on the Nigerian soil. Yorubas are all over the world. We can do what we needed to do. Enough of this shenanigan. The type of rule we need over our head, like God proposed at the beginning of time, in the beginning of creation, and even as I am not God, I have reasons to believe that I have the power, I have the right, because God created me in his own image. Therefore, God's DNA is inside me like it is inside you. So let us now come together and reason together and do something about this foolishness that is happening in the Nigeria Yoruba homeland. Our homeland is not for grab. Our lands are not for grabs. We have history. We will do it. We can do it. There's nothing that is going to stop us. For Yemi Osinbajo to sit down there, for Babatunde Fashola to be part of this foolishness, to be part of this murderous government, I am very, very ashamed. People of Lagos State, recall those two. Recall Fashola, recall all these senators, recall all these people that are members of the House of Assembly. Those politicians, those people that are eating and will not fight because they are the one that is eating. It is time. Ondo State, Lagos State, Ogun State, Kwara State, Kogi State, Ekiti State, Osun State. Recall all of those that are your representatives in the House of the Representatives and the Senate and in the State Assembly. Recall them, give them a deadline for them to come home. After that, the hands, the gloves are off from the hand. We are going to fight them. We are going to force them to come out from Abuja. And if they are not going to come out, whatever happens, it is going to be their choice, not ours. They make the choice, but we will not run away from their fight. We will not run away from their fight. Whatever it is, the situation, we are up to it. I am sorry this phone is ringing, but I'm not going to take this call. I am not going to take this call. I said no call this hour. Don't call me. Do you want God to call you? Not yet. So, what I am saying is we need for all of the leadership of the organizations that we have in this struggle for Yoruba self-determination to call themselves together. And let us stop this foolishness that my organization is the best, is better than yours. No, your Mercedes may be a new brand, mine can be an old brand, is still walking on the road. So I am calling Ishokan. I am calling Ilana. I am calling Global Directorate. I am calling Yoruba United and all others that are legitimate. When I say legitimate, I mean that are registered in the country and the places where they operate, because it is from you and your legitimacy that we are going to draw up from in our diplomatic moves. Our people are suffering. People are dying. We should do something beyond just contributing money for these problems. Yes, We need money for problem solution, but we need your brain. We need your brain. Those of you that are lawyers among us, those of you that are doctors among us, those of you that are mechanics among us, we are about now to get into the field. Believe me, something is going to be happening. You are all going to know it, but you may be not seeing them as they happen, but they are going to be happening. And when they begin to happen, you will know that indeed we are on the move. There has to be a Zoom meeting. And this meeting should be a conference of agenda for the Yoruba people, a conference of the agenda for the Yoruba people in diaspora, Yoruba nation, a conference of development for Yoruba nation. We must begin. We will have this summit. This summit must come. It must happen, and it should happen before November the 15th. It must happen, and it should happen. We must do something. Enough of waiting. Waiting for who? Waiting for what? Anyone that is not going to come along with us in this struggle, they will come later. We should not worry. But we must begin to do something. And if I have to name names in my next broadcast, I will. Because I know people that have the connection, that they have the wherewithal that I do not have. And I will begin to name them, I begin to mention them, and they are the ones that we are going to hang the future of Yoruba on their neck. Why even later? Why later? The Ogerengbes, the Sharima Kings, Abejide, the Ajayis, Victor Taiwo, and others, the people